What's up, residents? Jacob here. So I'm going to let you guys know that this video is not going to have that much editing, but I just wanted to get this video out because there's a ton of Godzilla information, whether it's Minus One or Monarch Legacy of Monsters or even Godzilla x Kong the New Empire. There's tons of information being released that's just getting, well, overlooked or overshadowed or maybe not even noticed by a lot of the fans in the community. So that's what this video is going to be all about. Tons of updates on all the new kaiju goodness. We're in for months straight of MonsterVerse content, everyone, and there's going to be a ton of big reveals on the way coming very soon for the show, Godzilla Minus One, and of course, the new Empire. So first we're going to talk about Godzilla Minus One, more specifically the movie's runtime. But before I tell you guys how long the movie's gonna be, I want to know what's your favorite length of movie. This is kind of a big kind of debate or topic amongst movie fans. Do you like your movies 3 hours long or an hour and a half or right there at 2 hours? What's your favorite movie length? Back to Minus One though. Turns out the movie's gonna clock in at 125 minutes or just over 2 hours long. Now my favorite movies are the ones that are around 2 hours and 20 minutes, but I think Minus One coming in right at 2 hours is perfect for this type of movie. Typically horror movies and creature features and monster movies, you know what I'm talking about, they usually seem to really nail that right at 2 hour runtime. And of course Godzilla fits into that family of movies. So 2 hours is long enough to be worth the price of the ticket, I think, but short enough to not feel all drawn out and boring. Which, like I said, helps with kaiju movies where the focus is the monster, not so much the story and adventures of the human characters, you know, stuff that typically runs up that runtime. So yeah, not much there, but if you're one of those people that didn't want to go to the movie theaters to watch a 3-hour Godzilla movie, well, there you go. It's just under 2 hours probably, because, you know, they throw in the credits usually in the runtime. So we're looking at about an hour and 50-minute long Godzilla movie, and I think that's perfect for this one. So another crazy thing happened with Minus One that I have to talk to you guys about, and that is this ridiculous IMAX situation. Apparently Godzilla is going to be taking on his biggest opponent yet, Beyonce. If you're not aware yet, Godzilla Minus One is releasing in America on December 1st, and now that was really all fine and dandy, but just recently, apparently this Beyonce live tour, you know, one of those movies to where they kind of, I don't know, they make like a docu-movie of sorts on these musicians and stuff like that. Apparently they're gonna release it on the exact same day as Godzilla Minus One now. So you can either choose between Godzilla or Beyonce. It's kind of weird. On the surface it comes across a little bit shady, like why are you trying to undermine this foreign production? Because, you know, it's from Toho, it's from Japan, and of course Beyonce is American, so it's like, okay, they're trying to get that kind of thrown in there, but I just think it's a little silly. Maybe best case scenario out of all of this, it turns into another Barbenheimer situation, you know, two completely different movies. And, you know, maybe they kind of do some weird marketing thing together, and like I said, you know, Godzilla versus Beyonce. If any of you artists out there or animators want to go and have fun, hey, there's an idea for you. But anyway, let's move on to the MonsterVerse. Now we're going to talk about Monarch Legacy of Monsters, the new Apple TV show. If you're looking forward to see the official trailer for that new Godzilla show, well, I think it's going to be coming very soon because the first episode is set to be shown to a live audience at this year's New York Comic-Con, taking place this upcoming October 13th. That's very soon, guys. A full month before the show's official launch on Apple TV, coming on November 17th. Now this could either make or break the show's performance, and I'm going to tell you why. Without a doubt, these lucky early viewers' reactions on the first episode is going to influence how the show launches and how it performs. Now hopefully we don't get any fakies that are brought into, you know, like, oh, pretend to like this thing and we'll pay you some money, or we'll pay for your big expensive trip up here to New York, or they don't get any of those people that just aimlessly hate on something and then go and ruin its reception, kind of like what we've seen happen with the recent Indiana Jones movie, because they released that at that movie festival thing and then everybody there for some reason decided to hate it, and I think that played a big part in that movie not doing so well in the box office. So TV show's a little bit different, but at the end of the day, these people's reactions, their initial responses that they're going to put out there on the internet is going to kind of like shape and kind of, I don't know, build a road for the rest of us and how we're going to perceive the show or how we're going to think about it going into its release. But what about all the other people like you and I who probably don't live really close to New York City? What are we gonna get? Well, like I said, we're probably gonna get the first official trailer for Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Now, That thing we got before, that was the teaser trailer, so that wasn't even the real trailer, and it got a lot of hype. So this first trailer probably will come out that day. Don't like, pitchfork me if it doesn't happen, but it just makes sense. If you're gonna go and show an audience the first episode at this event, and they're gonna go online and definitely talk about it, whether they can, reveal anything or not, they're definitely gonna go online and talk about it. Leaks are gonna come out. You might as well just give the trailer at that time too, so we have something else to talk about. And if the people love this, the early viewers love that episode, the trailer will do even better. But if they hate it, then, well, that'll be all sorts of complicated. So here's hoping everybody likes it, and the trailer is revealed, and everybody likes that too. And on top of maybe getting the trailer, I would expect a little bit more plops of information and details about the new show to come out at this Comic-Con event as well. And we'll probably get even more MonsterVerse promotion here soon, because, hey, look at this. The writer's strike is officially done for the most part, from what I'm hearing, and I would expect the actor's strike to end soon as well. Well, we could all hope, at least. So that pretty much means the gears of Hollywood are slowly getting back in motion, which means more stuff's gonna be allowed to be put out there for us to drool over, and that's just prime. This October could really end up being the initial explosion in all this MonsterVerse, and I guess, well, Toho Minus One promotional content, because that movie's airing in Japan November, the beginning of November, and then of course the beginning of December for us in the States. Hopefully some other places around the world get it as well. Sorry, Al. Let's talk more about Legacy of Monsters though. So when this show was initially revealed, my biggest worry for it was, well, I thought it was going to be really annoying if they just released the entire series all at once, like how they do on Netflix, and everybody just binges it. We talk about it for 2 days, and then it's just, forgotten in a week or two. So that was my biggest fear. Well, good news, everyone. If you think like me, that's not how it's going to be. We're going to be getting weekly releases of this new MonsterVerse TV show. Thank you, Apple, for not taking that binge TV approach that I just kind of can't stand. And actually gave us the air dates for these episodes, so I'm going to go and tell it to you now so you know when they get excited. So episodes 1 and 2 are going to be released at the same time initially, but after that, only 1 episode per week. Episode 1 will be on November 17th, Episode 3 on November 24th, Episode 4 on December 1st. That's actually the same day as Godzilla Minus One's release in America, so if you were looking to do nothing but watch Godzilla that day, well, there you go. That's going to be a fun one for kaiju fans. December 1st. And then it goes December 8th, 15th, 22nd, 29th, January 5th, and ending with the 10th and final episode of Season 1, we hope. Hopefully there's more seasons. That will be on January 12th. So you may be one of those people that likes to binge watch TV shows, but to me, this is freaking amazing news. This is some of the best news we've got on the TV show, other than like Godzilla being in it and Kurt Russell and all that. I think, to me personally, this is right up there with being really, really great news. I mean, we get 3 months of MonsterVerse television. Just think of that. It's not gonna blow over in 1 week or 2 weeks. Like 3 months of continuing discussion, continuing growth in the community, continuing to make new, hopefully new fans of Godzilla and the MonsterVerse. I think it's great, that's the best way to go about TV shows. I truly think that, at least if you're trying to build an actual community. And if I had to make any bets, that within a few weeks after that last episode on January 12th, we're gonna get Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire's first official trailer. It lines up when they revealed Godzilla vs. Kong's trailer, which was, I believe, in the end of January or the beginning of February. It was somewhere around there. So, it's pretty much perfect timing. So the show's gonna end, and then the trailer for the movie and the marketing for the movie is going to just start right there. So it's crazy, guys. We have like 7 months of continuing MonsterVerse content, more or less. So if you want to stick with us at Dangerville and stay up to date on all of that, you know what to do. Stomp the subscribe. See, it all happens like that. Stomp the subscribe button if you haven't already. Like the video, share it around, because a lot of people aren't getting this information. There's tons of little bits of information out there that's just not being shared, and that's why I wanted to make this kind of simpler video, just telling you guys, like, hey, you may not care about the runtime or how many episodes or when they're gonna air or any of that, but it's something that a lot of people need to know more of, because if they don't know when the show's gonna come out, then they're not gonna watch it. And I'm still seeing comments in the comments down below of people that are like, holy crap, I didn't know that show was gonna be real, even though like the trailer came out like weeks ago now. So people still don't know, and I just want to do my part to let everybody know. So if you would please help and share the video around and let all your other kaiju fans know know about this good news, I would appreciate it, and I think they would too. So, as always, guys, I'm gonna stop rambling. This has been Jacob. I hope this more easy, casual video didn't bother you that much. This has been my face. Sorry, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace out.